just because he has had that third base for so much longer, and because Brat just is not in any sort of position to really put pressure on Rhett, particularly with those banelings out in the field. It looks like Rhett is actually going to take that 12 o'clock base, and he hasn't really moved out to take anything additionally. And actually those Hellions missing that Zergling, that hurts a lot actually, missing those Zerglings. But 12 o'clock base, I think that's been scouted by Brat. Keep saying like Brat. It's coming out almost reddish. Yeah, gonna scout that 12 o'clock, and I think as soon as he sees this base and as well saturated as it is, he's probably gonna want to make a move on. He's got to be thinking, okay, well, crap. He already has that command center out. He does have the Ravens. Doesn't look like he has a Hunter Seeker missile upgrade, but it does look like it is coming. He has combat shields. He has all sorts of up. That is one thing. It looks like BratOK is gonna have a slight upgrade lead, and I mean very slight. It's not gonna kick in right at the moment, but I still I think these Banelings are going to end up having, well, the Zerglings are going to end up having Weapons 1. I don't think these Banelings will have Carapace 1. But anyway, these Marines running up, and this is going to be just devastating. Because what Brad is hoping to face right here, and I like the four creep tumors to just push that, and that's big advantage of a lot of early queens. A couple Hellions moving out to the north. Looks like they are going to get some economic damage done. But, and wow, actually going to slip in there and get a lot of economic damage done. They'll keep that Harvester count up there. But in the meantime, Brat has nothing to stop the Banelings that are bearing down on him. And it looks like some Marines also to the north. Finally, that dealt with. Looks like that command center floating out, and just that single Zergling being frustrating there. Rhett just spreading out, trying to scout what he can. Still that trooping hanging out there. Looks like BratOK does have a lot of barracks hanging out. He's actually pumping a lot of Ravens, so it looks like he's going to go Raven Marine in this match, but he's going up against the precisely wrong unit composition to really cope with this. So now running up, trying to bait out, so using that Banshee to bait out the Mulos. Did bait out the Mulos, also baited out the Infestor. Is going to be able to take those out. But what he hasn't seen is this. All of the Banelings running up. Let's see if he can load. Oh, no. Oh, wow. And still some Banelings to spare. Explosions everywhere. Everywhere the explosions. Hunter Seeker missiles not actually launch. Auto turrets drop to try to provide some defense, but now Brad immediately going to try to counterattack with this wayward army here at the 12 o'clock location. Looks like he has managed to cap that bottom right hand corner in the meantime, so actually keeping things even comparably, although it looks like Rhett still has a huge harvester lead. Unfortunately for Rhett, even though he has 88 harvesters, he doesn't have 88 harvesters worth of expansions. Once he loses this, should be able to retake it fairly quickly, and the Banelings right there. Nice scoop up by Brat to actually save a couple Marines. But going to be able to take out two Mulisks on top of that. So nice micromanagement on his part, and doing a fantastic job of just keeping Rhett out of position, not letting Rhett to really get that massive army, and just keeping him off balance, trying to slow down his economy where he can. Going to be able to drop right here, take out those Mulisks. Nice play there. But still, Brat is really isolated. You can see creep here. You've got that creep there. Gold expansion is really the only option for him here at this stage. I worry a little bit about that just because the sheer poundage I feel like Rhett can output with his nice economy. Nice micro here by Brat just to harass him back and forth, and it looks like while he's putting on shenanigans on this corner here, he's going to do a drop in the main, but wow, Rhett right on top of it. But there's also an attack coming along that right corner, and that is getting, wow, that just got face stomped. That's like hitting a brick wall, but attack running up otherwise. So BratOK just trying to keep Rhett back, trying to throw him off balance. Rhett still macroing up. You can see he's still climbing in his supply count. Looks like he's Ultralisks actually going to be fielded momentarily out in the field. Never mind, he has Ultralisks out on the field. And again, Brat has no Marauders. I still haven't seen a single Marauder. Nothing but Marines. Finally building two Marauders to try to cope with this army here. And it looks like he's going to lose these Ravens as well. So things working out very, very nicely for Rhett. He's got a huge degree of map control. He's doing fantastic economically. He's got a ton of Harvesters, taking two expansions to the north. Should be able to take those comfortably, and is now pushing in for a nice attack right on the main, just because he can afford to, really is what it comes down to. A bunch of barracks being planted there, the Marines just dying in their own green blood. That's right. I guess that's how Banelings work. They turn them into Vulcans or something. Wow, I sound like a nerd now. Never mind. Ultimus getting kind of pounded down a little bit. Rhett taking everything though, knowing that Brat just has to sit there and absorb his attacks. And it looks like the Medevacs have managed to fend that off, but for how long? Ultilisks immediately gathering up with their buddies, giving each other a bro fist and a high five, and churning right around to go eat some Marines. Oh, Zergling's gonna back up, and maybe they're gonna attack here, but that is a planetary fortress. I don't know that Brat's even going to be able to defend this planetary fortress against all these Ultralisks and this handful of Zerglings, honestly. Let's see how well that... Yeah, he's got level 2 weapons. He does have level 4 Carapace. And Brat, very cleverly realizing this fact, is just going to plant a ton of barracks and group... How fair is that? It's just going to group prepare. In the meantime, drop to the 12 o'clock location. Looks like he's going to be able to unload here, take out that base. Group Hair is going to keep these Ultralisks back. Brat going to be able to do something. I'm waiting for him to move out there. Is going to get something accomplished and sending out another drop out to Rhett's main. Unbelievable. Scoop up, but no anti-air. And this main completely exposed, only a single Ultralisk that's running away from the fight. Gonna lose his queen, might even lose his hive, and that would be huge. Drop gonna get cleaned up here, there, but he's doing a fantastic job just attacking everyone. Oops, need to back up from that though. Not able to take out the hive, but able to do some damage. He's catching up in harvesters in the meantime, and it looks like the drones have been pulled off the line in the meantime. Now scooping up those troops. Looks like he is going to be able to push him back from that planetary fortress. So, wow, Brat with some fantastic defense. Rhett just having to just cope with everything. And Rhett just, well, I still worry about the situation for Brat because Rhett has the entire map. He is absolute control everywhere. Brat doing what he can, just trying to load up with dropships and put on the shenanigans, keep Rhett off balance, drop everywhere, play the mobility game, and just sending them catty corner to, and not a lot of Mutalisks to really cope with this, and just sending them catty corner everywhere while, wow, and a large army actually heading up to the right-hand side. Not as large as the amount of Ultralisks I really feel like are out in the field, and really, yeah, it's 200 maxed army there for Rhett, but not a lot of anti-air. It looks like the Marines able to wander out, take out that queen, and get a lot of harvester kills there. Another drop, emptying the base at the 12 o'clock location. Another attack, just scooping up and running back and forth here. And in the meantime, Brat is going to take that gold expansion, which is really his lifeline, exactly what he needed to do, losing those medevacs in the meantime, but has managed to clear out Rhett's harvesters across all of these expansions. Might even be able to take out this 11 o'clock base, and Brat is doing a fantastic job of just outmaneuvering Rhett. Another drop at the main, a couple Ultralisks waiting for it. But let's see if he can drop on the other side and just catch, actually might drop, yeah, going to drop at the natural, and let's see if he can catch these evolution chambers, maybe even catch a lot of drones. Another attack of a lot of Marauders moving across the middle, trying to put pressure on that gold expansion, distract him, and Rhett is distracted. He's not looking at this attack there. More medevacs wandering everywhere, and Brat is everywhere at once while he's taking this base. The harvester count of Rhett has absolutely plummeted. Looks like Rhett finally cleaning up this army, but Brat did what he needed to do. He has stymied Rhett's army everywhere. Looks like he's taken out the Ultralisk Cavern as well, and still scooped up a little of his army. Looks like he's going to be able to retreat with it. Has the gold expansion, has a planetary fortress there, and wow, Rhett is just devastated. Unbelievable. Completely even on well, not completely, one off on harvester count now. A lot of infrastructure here for BratOK. He's got a decent amount of barracks out running, still has these medevacs running wild out in the field. Another drop to the 12 o'clock location. It looks like another arm, just a couple laggers actually moving up there, but if Rhett, wow, Rhett loses this base, and he cannot keep an expansion up under the constant onslaught of BratOK's drops, really not able to deal with the anti-air. Desperately, Rhett just trying to reposition his troops, keep his economy going, but he's significantly behind now in both gas and minerals, and it's almost a direct flip of the original position of the match. It looks like Brat going to drop right in the main while doing another attack at the 12 o'clock is going to finish off whatever's left there. Actually, it looks like he's just going to leave his troops staged, though. Let's see if he just attacks through. Loses it, wow, actually able to lift off his army. Finally, Mutalisks able to take out at least a single medevac. Now that army pushing forward, able to stop this expansion from going up. Once again, the gold expansion is still whirling, as if he's just sitting there wanting to take that 3 o'clock base. And it looks like this is going to come down to almost an elimination match as far as economy on economy goes. And I really feel like BratOK is in a much better position to win, actually, at this stage. But that is a lot of Ultralisks. That is a lot of Ultralisks. I think what Rhett might want to do is say, screw it. I can't keep up with Brat's armies. Let me just attack all of his infrastructure, attack directly into his main, force him to drop right on top of me. Ooh, gold expansion, extremely exposed. It looks like he's not even going to get a chance. He's going to move back. Nice fungal growth, going to be able to take a lot of these troops out as a result, and it looks like BratOK is going to lose this army. So as far as just pure army count, it looks like Rhett just about even. I almost wonder, well, never mind. It looks like Brat actually is about 20 ahead, and it is in pure troops. It's not just in harvesters. planetary fortress right there. Splash attack of those ultras does help against those SCVs building, and now these ultras pinned between a planetary fortress and a hard place. Hard place being called Marauders at this stage, and they are killing a lot. Rhett losing his ultralists with really a bad attack, and now another attack at the 12 o'clock location, and Rhett is just losing his grip on this. Just his economy has been pummeled. Brat coming from a huge deficit to get back in this match just through some nice, wow, beautiful antics. A very manner GG from Rhett. That's got to be frustrating, but beautifully played by both players all the way through. BratOK with just some amazing mobility, able to claw his way back and take the victory from Rhett. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I knew it would be good. I knew it. Thank you for listening.